Jake here for American Muscle, and today I'm taking a look at the SR Performance 30-pound clutch assist spring for the 2015 and newer Mustang GTs, EcoBoost, and V6 models. If you've got a manual transmission Mustang and you're looking to improve the feel and the usability of your clutch, as well as your overall driving experience by a dramatic margin, you're going to want to take a look at this clutch assist spring from SR Performance. It's a small but mighty little upgrade that's going to make a big difference in how your Mustang drives for a minimal amount of cash. The S550 Mustang has been well known for not having the greatest shifter interface, and part of that is how light the clutch pedal feels from the factory. Now, stock, these cars come with a 185-pound assist spring, which makes the clutch really easy to depress, but it takes away a lot from the feel that normally comes with operating a clutch because that spring is so strong. Now, I personally love getting a lot of feedback from the car, and that's especially important for the clutch pedal to help with noting the engagement point and being able to execute those launches and those shifts really nice and smoothly. Now, this 30-pound assist spring from SR Performance is the perfect remedy to the soft setup that Ford put in from the factory. Since this spring doesn't have as high a spring rate as the factory one, you're gonna get a lot more feedback from the clutch pedal because it's gonna be less assisted. So starts are gonna be easier, shifts are gonna be smoother, and you're gonna have a lot more control over what the pedal and thus the car is doing. Now, yes, it is gonna make the pedal feel quite a bit heavier, but you are still gonna get some assist. So if you're daily driving your Mustang, it's not gonna turn every traffic light into a left leg workout. That is to say, it's gonna be more than tolerable day to day. Now, as you can see, this is also gonna feature a consistent spring rate, unlike that factory spring, which is a progressive rate. So the amount of force being exerted isn't gonna change depending on where you're at in the travel, unlike the factory setup. So that means that the pedal is gonna be much more predictable and easier to modulate. So starts are gonna be easier, and you won't have to deal with that embarrassing bucking that you sometimes get off the line with these newer cars and their really vague clutches. It just makes for a much more predictable and smooth takeoff and much better experience overall behind the wheel. Now, this is one of our most well-reviewed products too, so make sure you take a look at what other customers have to say, but spoiler alert, they really love it. Now, having a spring with a lower spring rate does not mean that it's inherently weak. SR Performance designed this to last because you're gonna be using it all the time. It's made from a high tensile strength steel, so it has superior strength, and it's gonna keep its rebound properties over many miles of repeated use, and that's good because you're gonna be enjoying shifting a lot more once you get this in. Now, all of this driving enjoyment comes at a really reasonable price. This is only gonna cost you about $40, which in my book is a huge bargain for the improvement that it's gonna make to the way your car drives. I love small modifications like this that really make a difference, and you really can't go wrong with this one. It's also totally reversible should you decide to go back to stock, and even better, that it's a very easy install. And that brings us nicely to that install process. Now, like I was just saying, this one is very simple. An easy 1 out of 3 on our difficulty meter is where it falls, and it should take you less than 30 minutes to put in and be on your way. Absolutely a job that you can do at home in your driveway, and you only need one tool to get it done. Not much more to say about it from my perspective, so with that, here's one of our AM customers who's gonna walk you through that install process.
Hey, my name is Alec. Today we'll be installing this SR Performance clutch assist spring. All we'll need are these channel locks. Let's go. First thing you want to do is push it on the clutch, then take the channel locks and compress the spring and pull off to the side. Sometimes if you don't have a good enough grip, that'll happen. So like I said before, all we need is this channel lock here. You're going to take the spring, compress it just like this, and then slide it out here and pop it out. So now that we removed the OEM spring, you can see it's a lot harder to compress, and then this SR Performance one is a lot easier, so it's going to be a little bit tougher to push it on the clutch. Now, to reinstall it, all you have to do is take those same two pieces here, watching out for the grease, push them together right in the middle of the spring, and reinstall it the same way you took it out. So, to reinstall this, just re-push in the clutch. You're gonna insert this back up here. You don't even need the channel locks anymore, just slide it back in, and you're done.
That's gonna wrap it up for our review and install of the SR Performance 30-pound clutch assist spring for 2015 and newer Mustangs. Thanks so much for watching, and remember, for all things Mustang, be sure to keep it right here at AmericanMuscle.com.